Thank you. What if I told you yesterday in the WNBA we went 9-3 for 4.86 units? Documented, verified. Stop yelling at me. I'm doing the podcast. Documented, verified, audited, no place to run, no place to hide. In the Juice Reel app and the Picket app, we went 9-3 yesterday. What if I told you that since July the 4th, we are 48-33 plus 9.85 units, almost 10 units in a week? I told you WNBA was going to heat up, and it is doing just that. Take a moment, like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please, 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 and thank you. Let's get into today's slate. I'm not going to hold you guys. There ain't a lot going on, but no days off here. No days off here. We are going to get right into it. 2 games, 9 bets, 12 units, 4+ money props, one elite defense with getting challenged with a couple score bets. Angel Reese is out for the Dream. Did some season-long back testing, some usage, and not hit rates for these props. A good prop can still be a bad bet at the wrong price. And I think I found a couple of good plus price props that are going to really, really help us out. I am Jemiah from the To The Window Sports Betting Podcast, and this is your Degenerates Daily Digest. You are here because you have a little gamble in you, and you got a little degen in you as well. So let's get to this money, man. Let's make it. Game number 1, we're going to go Phoenix at Minnesota. The line is big. Minnesota's favored by 12.5. Phoenix just got embarrassed by Las Vegas by almost 50 points. I'm making this bet on the simple fact that Phoenix has got to show some pride here. They've got to. You just lost by 50 something. Honestly, my spreadsheet has Minnesota as like a 17-point favorite, but my spreadsheet doesn't account for them getting blown out by 50 points. So I don't think they get blown out again. I think that they keep it close, make it a game, give Minnesota a little bit of a scare, hopefully, and I think they will. I think this team, especially between Alyssa Thomas and Kalia Copper, they've got a lot of pride, and I think this is a good buy low spot. You don't get any lower than losing by almost 50 points in a WNBA game. That was when we had that horrible day on Saturday. Even going 3-7, we are still, like I said, in our last, in our last 71 bet, we are 48-53, 81 bets. 48-53. 59.26 win percentage, even going 3-7 on Saturday and getting absolutely smoked. We're still rolling right along. On to the next one. Keep losing my spot on my notes. Next prop in Minnesota and Phoenix is Kayla McBride over 2.5 made threes at plus money. I think I got it at Bovada at like plus 120. This other book had it at Novig has it at plus 102. If I find it in Bovada, and I'll show you the ticket. I'll post it right up here. But just for shits and giggles, we'll go with the plus 102. But I'm gonna go. The reason I'm making this bet is based on her usage, and I'm gonna pull this up right now. It's over 2.5 made threes for Kayla, and she has been shooting. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around here. Last game, she shot 11 threes. At Connecticut, she only shot 2. She made 2. Game before that, she shot 8, made 4. Game before that against the Liberty, shot 9, made 4. Game before that, shot 10, made 4. Game before that, shot 14, made 5. So the volume is there. So we just need her to make a few. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half, 1 in the first half, 2 in the second half, 3 in the first quarter, cash this ticket, get us to the window and get us out of there. Kayla McBride over 2.5 made threes. She is firing from deep. I think she wants a spot in the 3-point contest with the All-Star weekend coming up as her career is winding down. It's her chance to win it. She's got a good shot this year. I think it's a good bet over 2.5 made 3-pointers for Kayla McBride. It's there. It's there. It will cash. I'm really confident in this bet. What could possibly go wrong? Season-long usage kind of says no. I disagree with it, and I'm going with what I see, what I know, what I watch. Kayla McBride over 2.5 made threes. Next up is Kalia Copper over 19.5 points. 2 units on this one. That Las Vegas game was a complete outlier especially for Phoenix. And Copper, before that game where she only had 9 points, she went 4 out of 14. Again, her point total set at 19.5. So hear me out. Against Indiana, 22. Chicago, 25. Seattle, 30. Toronto, 27. Indiana, 28. Indiana, 20. Then she went for 17 against Seattle. And then for 26 against Las Vegas and 41 against the Sparks. So she only missed it on 2 out of the past 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. So over 19 and a half is completely doable in a spot where these ladies want to show some pride and get themselves right and get themselves together. At least make a statement and play well. And I think they will. I think she'll get to 20 points. I think she'll get to 25. Um, Definitely worth a trip to the window. And next we move on to game 2 here in Atlanta. The Los Angeles Sparks, depleted, um, playing good basketball though, weirdly enough, at Atlanta. Atlanta not playing good basketball right now. It kind of sucks that they are in this. They're kind of stuck in the dog days of summer like the Braves are. Biggest concentration on the card. I've got 6 bets in this one game, and the vital part of this bet is that Angel Reese is out. I'm leading rebounder, obviously, major interior scorer, and one of his best defenders. So my spreadsheet showing as Atlanta minus 14, and that doesn't matter because spreadsheet doesn't account for injury. So first bet on this game is Atlanta, the Dream. I got a minus 7.5 at plus 120 at minus 122. I paid a little extra juice to get it underneath that number of 8. But 7 is usually the number in basketball where you're outside of 2 possessions and the game's pretty much over. They put you on the foul line, you win by 8. I've lost a lot of basketball games betting the 8.5. I've won a lot on 8 when I had 7.5. I think the Dream get better here. They get right here, but the Sparks are no pushover. They are no slouch. And without Angel Reese in the lineup, they're going to have to go up and down. I'm thinking about the over, but I don't like it because I trust 2.5 players on the Sparks. I trust Nneka Ogwumike to do her thing. De'Arica Hamby, I will trust tonight to do her thing because Angel Reese is out. And I'm going to trust Ray Burrell to do her thing in that she is stepping into Kelsey Plum's role and is doing a lot. Atlanta still's got Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada, Niles Hillman, everybody on the squad. They're fine. That being said, the Sparks can score, but they don't play any defense. Any defense. So I think this is a double-digit victory for Atlanta. I truly do. I think minus 7.5 is a good number. And this might seem a little counterintuitive, but it's not. I'm taking Los Angeles, the Sparks, and the Dream under 181.5. And here is why. The 3 players I trust for the Sparks can get things done points-wise. They're not going to put up 20 apiece. They're just not. And the rest of that team, Ariel Atkins gave way too much credit, and Erica Wheeler way too much credit to start the season. And especially traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, that's a tough thing to ask of these ladies to come into a new gym and score a bunch of points. The 3 I do trust to do it, though, De'Arica Hamby without Angel Reese guarding her, Nneka Ogwumike because she's a vet, she's going to do her thing, and Ray Burrell because she is 6'2", long, lanky, and I don't think Ryan Howard will be on her. Hopefully not. And even if she is, I think she's still good to get at least 15 points tonight. So under 181.5 between the Dream and the Sparks. Next bet up. Let's see here. Yeah. De'Arica Hamby over 16.5 points. This is last 3 games. She has 17 against Seattle, 21 against Indiana, and 17 against Chicago. 3 straight overs. I'm getting plus money at plus 16.5. And Angel Reese being out makes a big difference. I think De'Arica Hamby has a big night tonight. Not even a big night, but just a contributable night where her work can be appreciated and she can get us to the window and cash his ticket. Next up is who I spoke about before, Ray Burrell. She's been out for the last 2 seasons, but they got her point total set at 14.5. She put up 22 against Indiana, 17 against the Chicago. It's 2 consecutive games with Kelsey Plum being out. I think her role is increasing and she's getting more confident, more comfortable. She's aggressive. She is assertive, and I really like the way she plays. I think that her length is going to be a problem for Alicia Gray and Jordan Canada attempting to guard her. And if Ryan Howard's on her, Ryan Howard's on her. I still think she can get over 14.5 points. And this one's weird. I didn't take Nneka's points. I didn't take Nneka's rebounds. I took Nneka's assist over 3.5 at 1.5 times your money at plus 147. So Nneka Ogwumike over 3.5 assists. This is because the defense is going to collapse down without Angel Reese. Nneka is veteran enough to find the open player when they send a double team if they send a double team. And if they don't, she's going to score a bunch of points, miss on some rebounds, kick out three. But the post connection from the elbow, she can, in a quick pick and roll, and she can hit threes. That's the Liberty. They did it on the 30th anniversary of the WNBA when she beat them on a buzzer beater. And I think that at plus 147, I could not pass this up. She's hit it in 2 straight games, getting 5 assists in 2 straight. So the assist opportunities are there. And the Sparks are playing more as a team, and I think it's a good look. So Nneka Ogwumike over 3.5 assists. All we need is 4. 2 in each half. Let's get there. And the last one, this is a toughie because it's going to be close. But I'm taking Ryan Howard over 3.5 made threes again at plus 141. The odds, I could not pass up on these odds at home after a terrible, terrible game. Bounce back. Zigzag theory on these props, especially in the WNBA. One outlier game. Again, like I've said before, she's probably the best two-way guard in the league, and I think she's good for 5, 6 threes. She's going to pull. The volume's there just like Kayla McBride. She's taken between 7 and 10 a game. Threes, that is. And I think she's good for 40, 50%. 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, that'd be dope. 4 out of 10 would be a little sweaty, but it'd be a little nice. So Ryan Howard over 3.5 made threes. And that's the card, guys. I'm going to get out of your hair. It's been 13 minutes and some change. I'm going to recap it all right here. We're taking the Phoenix Mercury plus 12.5. We're taking Kayla McBride. And this is for Phoenix at Minnesota. We're taking Phoenix, the Mercury, plus 12.5. We're taking Kayla McBride over 2.5 made threes. We're taking Kalia Copper over 19.5 points. Los Angeles Sparks at Atlanta Dream. We're taking Atlanta minus 7.5. We're taking the under 181.5. We're taking De'Erica Hamby over 16.5 points. Ray Burrell over 14.5 points. Nneka Ogwumike over 3.5 assists. And Ryan Howard over 3.5 made threes. Best bet, according to my spreadsheet, it's going to be Atlanta minus 7.5. Best player prop, in my opinion, is the De'Erica Hamby over 16.5 points. Best form and season combination bet, especially coming off a bad game, is going to be that Kalia Copper bet. Volume betting, Kayla McBride, I think that's just cash. Toughest one is going to be Ryan Howard over 3.5 made threes. And the hardest thing is that under between the Sparks and the Dream. I hate taking unders, but a team after 2 straight overs by like 12 to 15 points is, I think there are 259 wins and 208 to the under. So that's a high enough percentage for me to take the under in this game for a unit. And if it goes over and we miss on the under, you know what that means? The prop's cashed. So it's a thin line to get all of it to go together, but I write a tight script for these movies that we're watching on TV. WWE, that is the WNBA. Not really. These ladies actually play and they give effort every night. Let's get these tickets to the window, guys. Take a second. Do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't bet what you can't afford to lose. If a bet makes you sweat, you are not doing it right. This is Jemiah from the To the Window Sports Betting Podcast with your Degenerates Daily Digest. I'll catch you on the next one tomorrow. No days off. See you soon. Love.